Yo, it's your boy Dctree from Dctree-Nation.com, where we cover hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. DeMar DeRozan had a hell of an opening night last night with 28 points. And it got me to thinking, is he better than Kawhi on offense? I mean, like, really better in the Spurs system. Not like just better, but is he better than Kawhi in the Spurs system already? But before I jump into it, if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel. Okay, like I said before, DeRozan had a hell of a game. It's just one game, but he had a pretty good preseason as well. But his flow made me wonder, like, man, he's built for the Spurs system better than Kawhi in a lot of ways once you really think about it. Now, Kawhi still has the edge on him defensively. I'm not even going to talk about that. Defensively, there's no shot. DeRozan has a lot to work on when it comes to that. But then when it comes to offense, DeRozan just has a better, smoother game. He has more tools that he can pull from. And it showed in the Timberwolves game that was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he really thrived in the Spurs system because he didn't have to rely, on other perimeter players. You had LaMarcus Aldridge in the middle, and he was making things happen. You had Rudy Gay, he was in the middle making things happen. So DeRozan was able to pick his spots and then take over the game at the end and help the Spurs win. So it just hit me. I'm like, man, he's really built for this pick and roll system that the Spurs run, even more so than Kawhi. Now, I'm not ready to go ahead and say he's better than Kawhi overall, but offensively, he may be a better fit for the Spurs in this pick and roll offense than Kawhi ever was. Kawhi is still a better three-point shooter. That is one aspect of DeRozan's game he can work on. But as far as getting to the basket, being crafty, he hit that runner at the end of the game that won the game. That up and under he had in the fourth quarter. That smooth, silky mid-range shot. He's just in another class than Kawhi. And Kawhi, he's still the better overall player. But man, I'm very impressed with DeMar DeRozan right now. I gotta admit, I wasn't one of the people that jumped on the DeRozan bandwagon immediately. I wasn't sure how he would look and how he would flow with the offense. And even though after the preseason and just one game, I feel a lot confident about his game fitting with the Spurs system. He's more than a slasher. Obviously, he can score on multiple positions on the floor. And heck, the Spurs need offense, and their offense looks like it's clicking. In the preseason, it looks good. In the first game of the season, it looks good. And they came out on top with this Kawhi situation because it could have ended up with like draft picks and no all-star talent in return. And they flipped it and they made a bad situation into a solid situation. All right, guys, that's it for this one. For more information on Spurs and hoops, check out the main page, Dctree-Nation.com. Like us on Facebook. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Help a brother out. Peace.